North Palm Desert is seeing a housing development boom with thousands of residents moving into newly built homes and thousands more are still expected. Well, now, some are concerned that services like neighborhood schools aren't there yet to support the new growth. News Channel 3's Jake Ingrassia uncovers the plans in place to support the new developments and the community infrastructure still years away in his in-depth report, Growing Pains.
It's a period of massive growth right now in this part of Palm Desert. These are just some of the nearly 5,000 homes that are on the way here. The city expecting as many as 10,000 new residents. But some say with people already moving in, a lack of services and amenities brings its own set of issues.
The growth is a good thing and change is a good thing, but we need to get ahead of that growth.
Stephen Nelson is president of the Genesis HOA in North Palm Desert. He's worried more residents arriving could strain that part of town. Examples of the ongoing development are apparent. This lot where local shops were once promised, or what he calls the sidewalk to nowhere. Along Gerald Ford Drive outside his community, pavement meets the sand, where the pathway suddenly stops.
We want a walkable area.
Nelson cares for his 16 and 9-year-old nephews and says a lack of nearby schools is a challenge. North Palm Desert, the only pocket of that city in Palm Springs Unified School District. Students there must travel to neighboring cities like Rancho Mirage or Cathedral City. Nelson says that can mean hour-long bus commutes and early mornings.
5 a.m., to get everybody going. And get to school on time.
For years, Palm Springs Unified School District has owned this 25-acre school site on Gateway Drive in North Palm Desert, meant to eventually build a kindergarten through 8th school.
We purchased that land back in 2006, and then the homes never came. And so the district has been sitting on that land for about 17 years now, kind of waiting for that area to fill in.
Julie Arthur runs PSUSD's Facilities Planning and Design. What is the district waiting to see to build a school there?
We're not seeing enough development to come in to equate to building a new school. We're a declining enrollment school district, losing a couple hundred students a year.
She says those hundreds of open seats at nearby schools have to be filled first before residents in North Palm Desert will get their own school. Not to mention the $90 million price tag to build it, plus roughly $2 million a year to operate. That's money that the district doesn't have right now.
Unless we have the students generating new enrollment with that, we're not able to increase our general fund to offset and pay for that. Beyond
schools, residents worry about street congestion. Monterey Avenue and Cook Street interchanges to I-10 already crowded with traffic increasing due to Acrisure Arena. A long-planned Portola Road exit could cost more than $100 million, with funding sources still not secured. Public transit also a problem, with no east-west Sunline bus route along Gerald Ford Drive planned through at least 2025.
It's been long planned, and so that balance is key.
Eric Saya, Palm Desert's Economic Development Director. That's probably the most difficult part for the city. How do you balance the timing of these services with these new residents already coming in?
And we need rooftops in the area to start putting services that can service that community. So now that development is occurring, new residents are moving in, those services are now following it.
This is our first city hall.
Looking to City Council member John Pena has seen the valley grow since he was first elected in 1984. At the time, Highway 111 was mostly vacant. Washington Street, just a 2-lane road with a single stop sign. He says it's a delicate balance of timing services with new residents.
It's difficult because you not only have to do the timing with the infrastructure, and then you have to develop the amenities that your residents are going to want and need.
Growing pains as the valley expands, while some residents already here feel the pinch. In Palm Desert, Jake Ingrassia, News Channel 3.
City officials say there are more projects in the works for North Palm Desert, including a new fire station and new parks. Jake will be going in depth on that part of the story tonight at 11.